Shalom. First, I want to say, call the Lord Yemla, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Hashem Kodesh, double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to that pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is Kazak from JMS Jamaica. I come back to you again with another lesson to feed the hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, of Israel. Alright, so this one will be, as we know, this is the next big prophecy that we're looking forward to. As you can see, things are heating up in the World War III part of it. The World War III prophecy, things are heat up. I will know say how this have come to pass, which is, by this I'm referring to the MOTB. We know so this have come to pass, and then the major world war will take place. Alright, so without further hesitation, let's just listen to this video right here.
So I was in London a few days ago and I saw something that I've never seen before. And I've been thinking about it ever since. It's kind of bothering me. Have you guys seen these new stores that Amazon is building? There's no cashiers, no checkout area, no cash registers. You just scan your Amazon app, walk in, take anything you want, walk out, and your Amazon account is automatically charged and a receipt is sent to you by email. I'm honestly not sure what to think about this. On the one hand, it is very convenient, even kind of cool. On the other hand, it feels like the next level of surveillance. It feels kind of scary to be normalizing this. And it is going to be normalized. This is the future of grocery shopping and probably all shopping, and I'll tell you why. Walmart, for example, says that they lose about $3 billion a year from theft. But it's basically impossible to steal from a store like this. You can go ahead and try, take anything you want, stick it in your pocket and walk out. You're still going to be charged. You can't even get into the store without scanning your app. They know who you are the moment you walk through the door, and they've access to your credit card. This means that Amazon stores will automatically be more profitable, and that will force all the other stores to either drop their prices to compete or adopt the same model, and I suspect they'll do the latter. So imagine that in the not too distant future, shopping as a whole is going to be basically automated surveillance. Regulation says that there's going to be a time when you won't be able to buy or sell without a particular mark. You can really see how something like that is possible now. You can't just walk into a store like this and try to buy something with cash. It's not even that they won't let you use cash, you just can't. It's impossible. So again, it's convenient, but I think kind of scary. What do you guys think?
Alright, so as the person in the video said, this might be the next level of surveillance. It may even go as far as the quote Revelation 13, which that precept will come out shortly. Alright, it may even quote Revelation 13. Alright, and this is the thing. A lot of things like this, a lot of things where you see like this, technology like this have a lot of people concerned, right? But the thing is, what them not realize is that this is actually the future, right? This is what the powers that be have planned, right? That's why you have them thing come out little by little, right? This is all a part of the plan, right? But say the way all these men do things, if you have an understanding, of how the world actually works, behind all the facade, right? Things are done through gradualism, right? Nothing not just happen one time, so right? The only thing where you can say happen upon a faster pace would be, the few years ago with C-19. You know what I mean? That was one thing where happened on a big scale, and if you know, these men, the elites, right? Them are the one where in control of that whole thing, right? Them was in control of the whole narrative from the beginning, from the inception to now, right? Because it's not like it's gone, right? It's still in a them mind. It's just that certain things kind of relaxed a little bit, but it's still ongoing. All right, so bring out a quick precept. And anytime anytime I do a prophecy video, I always have to read the precept here first. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? So we know, ultimately these prophecies are going to come to pass. And there's an appointed time where each prophecy are going to get fully fully fulfilled, are going to be completely fulfilled, right? And we're heading into the times where the prophecy of the MOTB is going to be fulfilled, right? We're heading into that time right now, you know what I mean? But as I say, everything is done gradually, right? And that's exactly how the precepts and the prophecies work as well, you know what I mean? Through on a gradual pace. On a gradual pace, right? No prophecy not just fulfill one time, so isn't it? There's a time where certain things get put into place, right? And then something else get added to it, then something else happen. That's why the scripture says, measure all the time diligently, right? If you measure the times, then you will know that this event goes with this prophecy, and this goes with this goes with that. Just like how the scriptures instruct us to read, seeing, or to break down the prophecies, right? Here a little, there a little, line upon line, precept upon precept, right? Right, it says, it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Alright, let's see. Alright, I don't know, so no prophecy where the Most High put out there now go return to him void. None of him words no return void. Alright, so these prophecies definitely will come to pass. Alright, and as I say, the more you see these things, the closer we get to the prophecies. You know what I mean? And it's not just this Amazon Fresh store. You have to also consider the type of system that we're going into, because this is really just pushing. What this is really pushing is the cashless society, or the cashless system that we're heading into, right? The collapse of the dollar, right? Not just the American dollar, but different currencies around the world. Out here in Jamaica, we have also developed our own. We have also developed our own currency. Our own CBDC, right? Our own CBDC, right? Central bank digital currency, which is basically digital money, wherein you don't require cash, right? It's not something where you can for now this is how it works. It works alongside the Jamaican dollar, and a lot of other countries that have their CBDCs installed all right, also work with their national currency, right? But after a while, through gradualism, you know, those things are sorry, those physical dollars will eventually go out of play. All right, yeah, next precept. All right, and me I use the word gradual or gradualism a lot. All right, so I just think more that bring out the word. All right, so this is from Merriam website. It says moving, changing, or developing by fine or often imperceptible degrees. All right, and that's why a lot of these things are gonna come like a thief in the night. See, because it is a fine degree, right? A lot of the changes, a lot of the steps we get taken go over a lot of people's head until it actually reach them foot. You see me? And me can brothers here in Jamaica can give witness to that. You know, we've been speaking about we've been speaking about the new ID system. You know, our new digital ID that is now basically on the back on the back leg. You know, right? Almost ready to be fully implemented. You know, we've been a speak about it for years. People go to think say, yo, a Andrew Wellness idea or a something new. It's not new. Right? We've been a bring out that information at camp for years before it even made the news like that. There were articles, that's how we even were able to bring out the information in the first place. There were articles out there, but it wasn't something where a lot of people paid attention to. As a matter of fact, we weren't even this far into that digital system, if me can add, back then when we were bringing out that information, Instagram wasn't even a thing, right? The only thing that there was what, WhatsApp and maybe Facebook. You see me? WhatsApp and Facebook, right? Just to show you how long we are bringing out the info, but bring out the next precept and then we can play the second video. Alright, so this second is just 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, and how do we measure the times? By following the script, following the precepts. Them have a talk with them to follow the money. Right, follow the precept. That's how you measure the time. That's how you know the times where you're there. Right? If this because the scripture says these things are gonna happen, right? And we see the steps that are being taken, we know say at them times that we're there right now. See? Go. Let's bring out the next video.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so,
Sure.
If you don't have your wallet, there's no problem. Just scan your palm to pay.
Amazon One is a payment system that has been tested at several stores.
All right. From day one, the idea was for go digital and for go cashless. That's why a lot of people opt to use them card. A lot of people use their cards instead of physical cash. Right now in China, people laugh off you if you pull out cash. That's how far they've gone or they have reached in China. All right, everybody has now been conditioned to that digital system. you know. So it really don't take much when the time come to get them over there to take them chip. Everybody are just willing to take it because them already used to the digital society, the digital system, the cashless system, right? The what else? The cashless system, the biometric system, you know. The what's that word? But I mentioned it in convenience, right? Them already used to the convenience. I mean, if you watch you have a lot of, you know, look at small short videos with people in China, right? Them have one machine for everything. You have a machine for wash your socks or your COVID mask. You know what I mean? You have you literally have a machine or a piece of technology for almost everything, for make for unstink your shoes, you know, prepare meals, clean your food, clean your veg. That's just how it is, bro. You see. Continue.
Stores around the Bay Area, and now it may be coming to a grocery store near you.
Ground Force Justin Campbell has more on how it works and the privacy concerns.
Just show your palm real quick. We may scan it.
I hope you don't use that.
The idea of using your palm to pay doesn't feel right for this Whole Foods customer, but others like the idea.
I don't know who else can get into my palm, really, but I'm not really against it.
The technology coming to the Bay Area Whole Foods stores over the next few weeks works like this. Amazon says no two palms are alike. They use vision technology. You hold your hand above the device, which scans and takes less than a minute to create a palm signature. Your palm is connected, so whenever you want to pay, all you have to do is hover your palm.
Too intense. It's a little crazy.
This customer is worried about privacy.
I think using your DNA and stuff is just too much to give out.
There's a lot of different variables that need to be considered.
Ralph Aceves with HackerStrike says in general the technology is safe, but he does have concerns.
The data that is being downloaded from the cloud to be able to know who you are based on your palm, stored in the device.
Amazon says palm images are not stored on the device. The images are encrypted and sent to the cloud. Aceves' other concern is phishing.
For example, at a grocery store, there's no one around, and someone could potentially replace that scanning device with a fake scanning device, just like they do today with credit card readers, right?
Aceves says...
Right, and I mean, yeah, that is a possibility, but once you understand, once you actually pay attention to what is going on, all of these things where you see, as I say, are gradualism, you know, they are not built to last, right? So that's why every time, you know, them come with something, then them bring something more convenient, something more safer, right? Something more convenient, something more safer. See? So that's why eventually it will come down to the chip, right? Once you have that chip inside you, once their system is fully implemented, brother, you see me, there won't be any privacy concerns. The only private, yeah, your thing are gonna be private and safe from other people. But you know, the men them above the men that run things, right? Where I try to be, you know, gods upon the earth, them are gonna be able to get access to your data, right? See, as the brother said in the previous video, you know, this is the next step in surveillance. You see me? The next step in surveillance. So there is nowhere you can hide. There's nothing that you can hide, right? All of your information, all your entire footprint will be tracked and a record be kept of it. You see me? Whoever is a part of this system, whoever, you know, take the mark, right, and, you know, ride the system, ride the beast, see me? Them are going to basically them are gonna basically them are gonna basically not have, you know, privacy from the top, right? The ones them at the top, them are gonna be able to know your every move, right? Where you eat, where you buy, you know what I mean? And this also goes in with the climate change agenda, what them a push as well, you know, because as I mentioned before, you know, in previous lessons, right, you have the carbon footprint. Right now you have certain credit cards that are green credit cards, you know, not meaning that it made from trees or biodegradable whatever, you know. Is something will prevent you from adding too much carbon to the system, you know what I mean? So you have like certain limits to where you can purchase certain things that you cannot purchase too much of, you know, for limit how much you will affect climate change, you know what I mean? You can't make this thing up, yo. You can't make these things up. This is me. But continue.
He believes that technology is the future because it's convenient for consumers.
Not my palm? Jeez, come on.
Reporting in San Jose, Justin Campbell, Cron 4 News.
Alright, so any concerns of, you know, safety and privacy, you know, all of those concerns.
Young people around the world are finding ways.
I gotta be out the window because, as I said, these men I gotta implement this so perfect that, you know, everybody are gonna be safe, as I say. You know what I mean? It's just that them are gonna be the ones where I watch over you. It and appear. But let's read this. Yeah. Alright, as the precept say in Ezra 15, it says, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy. You know what I mean? And these things that will come out and I speak to you, it's all prophecy. It's all written. So like, yeah, it's all, you know, given by the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. See, back. Alright, so this is Revelation 13 and 16, and it says, He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. You know what I mean? So everybody are gonna have different reasons why them take the mark. You get me? Everybody are gonna have different reasons why they take the mark. As me say, in China, a lot of people are gonna willingly take that, you know, because the system we are put in place are something where them already used to. You know what I mean? Them nothing wrong with it. Them already used to that type of system. You know, cashless / biometric / surveillance system. You know, so yeah, China basic. You know, people in China have a different reason why them a take it. You know, people on this side are gonna have different reasons. You would know, say, yo, famine is coming. You know. The time of Jacob's trouble is coming, you know, World War III I get pushed right now, you see me? It's just all out chaos, right? And this is gonna be one of the reasons or the causes where a lot of people are gonna take it is the security, right? This is why a lot of food reserves is being sabotaged, right? A lot of food reserves are get sabotaged right now. You see me? So the famine will come is inevitable, right? It is engineered so that this can be one of the causes why people come to take the chip. It's not going to be forced on anyone. You get me? I say, you're not going to force you to put one chip in your hand. You know, because at the end of the day, I know everybody on the planet are going to take that chip. You see me? Not everyone are going to take that. Right? Because even though you have a lot of people where see what happened, them see what come, and mentally them prepared for it, but that not really means say, you know, them are gonna deny it when it come. You see me? Because, you know, as I say again, a lot of things are gonna get put in place. You know, people are gonna take this chip for different reasons, whether it be for food, for security. You see me? Whether it is that look, them have a bubble where once you take the chip, you're safe in that bubble there. You know, everybody else rebels outside the bubble. None of food, no water, no safety. Nobody not really safe, you know, outside of the bubble. You see me? So that can be a reason why as well. You see. So yeah, continuing. Smaller, cause it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Alright? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Right? And with that line, that passage shows you clearly why we live in a financial system. See? Or if we say the financial system that we're living in, right? This really show you why we're living in that type of financial system. You know what I mean? Because in a barter system, we don't have to worry about this. You get what I say? You have what we need, I will trade. Me have what you need, you have what we need. We basically trade. You get me? But the type of financial system we them build, right? He was, you know, he built to fail, and he built to get transition into this system that we are looking at, that we see coming right now. Is it? Say that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. I was going to, oh yeah. Just gonna bring out this last bit of information, and then we can wrap it up. Alright, so basically just I gotta bring out the word mark for edification's sake. I will know that is important. Alright, so this is the word mark, and as we all know, it is charagma. Alright, the word mark from the Greek word charagma, G5480. You know, G5480 says a stamp, an imprinted mark, right, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand of the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work, idolatrous images, right? Right, so right here it's saying that look, what we have here is that all of these definitions or these descriptions, you know, actually represent something. You know what I mean? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, right? So this is basically something where that's physical. A lot of people saying it's not physical. It is something physical, right? A stamp or an imprinted mark. Seeing? Yeah, we know that the chip now go get imprinted or stamped on your skin. You know what I mean? But this mark actually represents something. Seeing? And if you go down, it show you thing carved, branded upon horses, right? Now when you brand something, that means it belongs to you, right? If you create a brand, you know, like a business, you know, clothing brand, sportswear brand, that that brand belongs to you. See, you brand your horses, they belong to you. Brand chattel, slaves, they belong to you. You know what I mean? And that's what we see. That is what we're going to see happen with this MOTB, right? Those that take it have taken the brand of the brand of the beast, all right, or the brand of Esau. See, once you take that, you've taken their brand onto yourself. See, they are who you represent. They are who you stand for. See, now if I go into the root of the word charagma, come on. The root of the word charagma, you get charax. Yeah, charax, you know, which basically means, I don't know if I can bring it up. You get the word charax, that basically means a pale or a stake or a sharp instrument, right? How this basically I show you, say, look, this is the method that this mark will be branded upon, you know, the slaves with, you know, through the syringe, right? And if you look up images of the mark being, images of the, you see that it is done by a sharp pointed instrument or syringe. See, and then, you know, you go in and you get the root of charax, which is grapho, or basically means information, or yeah, written information basically. All right, so that was the definition of the word mark from Revelation, for who never hear it before or don't know, right? Charagma, which means an imprinted mark. Charax, a sharp instrument, right? And grapho, information. All right, so with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Master Shalom.